Sri Lanka is an island country in South Asia. It's known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. It's located about 31 kilometers off the southern coast of India. A nation in which it shares common culture, language and religion. In ancient times, Sri Lanka was known by a variety of names. As a British colony, the island was known as Ceylon. After the Constitution of 1978, the current name is Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. The island consists mostly of flat to rolling coastal plains, with the mountains rising only the south-central part. The climate of Sri Lanka can be described as tropical and warm. The average yearly temperature ranges from 28 Celsius to nearly 31 Celsius. The island's total area is about 65,610 square kilometers. Sri Lanka is divided into 9 provinces and 25 districts. The capital city of Sri Lanka is Sri Jayawardhanapura Kotte, and the commercial city is Colombo. One of these written references to the island is found in the Indian epic Ramayana, which describes Sri Lanka as the homeland of the dominant king Ravana. Since ancient times, Sri Lanka was ruled by kings, most notably of the Singha royal dynasty. That lasted over 2,000 years. Buddhism arrived from India in the 3rd century BC, which was brought by the Bhikkhu Mahinda. From the ancient period, some remarkable archaeological sites include the ruins of Sigiriya, which is the so-called fortress in the sky, and huge public work. After over 2,000 years of rule by local kingdoms, part of Sri Lanka were colonized by Portugal and Netherlands beginning in the 16th century. After that, the fall of the Kingdom of Kandy in 1815 unified the island under British rule. Following the World War II, popular pressure for independence intensified. On February 4th, 1948, the country won its independence. The Constitution of Sri Lanka established a democratic, socialist republic in Sri Lanka, which is also a unitary state, the government. Is a mixture of presidential system and a parliamentary system. The current president is His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa. Sri Lanka is the 53rd most populated nation in the world, with an annual population growth rate of 0.79%. The majority of the population is Sinhalese. Tamils, who are concentrated in the north and east of the island, form the largest ethnic minority. Other communities include Moors, Burghers, Kafirs, Malays, and indigenous Vadda people. Sri Lanka has a multi-ethnic and multi-religious population. Buddhism has the longest continuous history in the country. Hinduism, the second most prevalent religion, and it also arrived from India. Followers of Islam comprise nearly 8% of the population. And European colonists introduced Christianity to the country in the 16th century. The island is the home for two main traditional cultures, the Sinhala and Tamil. Sri Lanka is primarily an agricultural country, and the ancient method of building lake facilities with a flow of water needed for cultivation. Sri Lanka had the most outstanding irrigation system to collect rainwater into the reservoirs, which were needed to cultivate paddy fields. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Sri Lanka became a plantation economy, famous for its production and export of cinnamon, rubber, and Ceylon tea, which remain a trademark national export. After 1950, the industrial sector also grew up. The natural beauty of Sri Lanka's tropical forests, waterfalls, beaches, as well as its rich cultural heritage. Make Sri Lanka a world-famous tourist destination.